Hi there, hi. I'm Jim, and I'm an Omni-Gothic Neo-Futurist. Now, I'm not going to explain in this video what Omni-Gothic Neo-Futurism is, because I'll save that for a future video. This is kind of the first video that I've made using a video camera and videoing myself, so forgive me if this is all a bit rough. I'm kind of new to this. And I've decided for the first one, what I'm going to do is simply read from one of my very first chapbooks. So go right back to the beginning and start all over again. Now, what I'll be reading from is a little chapbook, or as I like to call them back in the day, a crap-a-book, because, well, they're the same size as toilet paper, and most poetry you read isn't worth wiping your ass with, so at least these you could rip off the pages and they'd be useful. Now, its title is Metaphysical Donne, and it draws its inspiration from John Donne, a metaphysical poet of England, who is most famous for his poem The Flea, where it's a seduction poem where the trope is he's sitting in bed with a woman, perhaps. It isn't specific, but one can imagine, and he's trying to seduce her. And what he suggests is that as they're sitting there, as back in the day when there was fleas were common, and that a flea has just bit him, and now it's bit her. So he says, well, you know, first a flea bit me, then it bit you, and now our bloods are mingled in this flea, so why don't we do it? It's as good an excuse as any, I suppose. So these ones are somewhat in the same vein as being slightly flippant, and they're very simple for the most part, but they're kind of fun. And what I'll do is I'll only read the first three for this first video, and I'll make a part two where I read the other two. They're not very short, and I want to see how this reading of poetry into a video camera is going to work, because I'll be honest, I'm a little bit afraid of it. I'm used to a live audience where it's slightly less narcissistic than sort of looking into a mirror and performing for yourself, and you have the audience to feed off of, and they feed you and you feed them, so it's a shared experience. Or even when there's someone else behind the video camera, well, you can perform to them. So we'll see how this goes, and I suppose in the comments later on you can tell me if you think it's any good or not, and you can try and talk me out of it if you want, or you can ring that bell and subscribe and all that other stuff you're supposed to do. So give me a second here, and we'll begin with the poems. Not yet done. Are you diamond, or are you moon's light? Do you hold Phobian power, or flee into the night? Is this love, or is this sin? Shall we live, or will one win? I have no answers, yet find I must say, I rise like a tide, at least twice a day. Untitled. All you have been, all you will ever be. You are the middle between the beginning and the end. One cannot read a beginning or read an end, only stop reading of beginning. This without end. There is life and there is death, and if I was going to live forever, I would wait for all you are, for all you will ever be. But you are the middle between the beginning and the end. So stop reading of beginning in search of the end. Leave the middle of those covers and come be the middle between this mattress and me. And I will read you a poem of a woman, a man, and a flea. Not yet done. Pull back the veils of your thighs. Come love in my morning eyes, where I shine across a well of desire in search of that tight, unbridled flower. A garden where tongue beams touch and taste, lips sliding over your budding waist. Petals release upon my breathless wind. Love me now, or forever have sinned.